Hey guys, it's me, Mario. And today, we are going to continue the not the Great Dragon Book, Beast Quest, the second series. Doesn't say it, but it does say the 7th book of the series. And we're about to read it. Sorry I took a little bit of break. I wanted to do this last week, but it was my stepdad's birthday and we went to the lake, went kayaking, and yeah, I had fun. Never went kayaking before. It was a lot of fun. I don't know why I just took a drink there. We're going to read Beast Quest and the Golden Armor, the second series of the second, I think, season, chapter books series. I don't know, the second Beast Quest series. ZAPHA, the monster squid, we're reading today. Sorry, it takes me a while to get actually into this. I'm kind of nervous reading the second series. Because I didn't think I would get this far with the Beast Quest series. And I kind of thought I would only do the first series, not the second. But people seem to like this series. I could have went with the artist channel sort of deal. Alright. Melville. Did you think it was over? Did you think I would accept defeat and disappear? No, that can never be. I am Melville, the Dark Wizard, who strikes fear into the hearts of the people of Eventia. Music was a bit loud. I still have much more to show this kingdom, and one boy in particular, Tom. The young hero liberated the 6 beasts of Eventia from my curse. But his fight is far from over. Let us see how he fares with a new quest. One that will surely crush him and his companion, Elena. Eventia's beast had good hearts that I corrupted for my own wicked purpose that you don't need to know about. Now, thanks to Tom, they are free to protect the kingdom once more. But I have created 6 new supreme beasts whose hearts are evil and so cannot be set free. A monstrous squid, a giant monkey, a stone charmer, snake man, king of spiders, and a 3-headed lion. Each beast guards a piece of the most precious relic of Aventia, which I have stolen, the suit of golden armor that gives magical strengths to its rightful owner. I will stop at nothing to prevent Tom collecting the completed suit, and defeat me again. This time, he will not win. Malville. Prologue. King Hugo's master of arms paused at the floor at the foot of the stairs. He smiled to hear the faint noise of music and laughter from the great hall above. Thank goodness, he thought. Melville, the dark wizard, has been defeated. Aventia is safe again. He walked down the stone passage and stopped outside a heavy padded door, studded with brass nails. He pulled a slender golden key from his pocket and held it up. It shone in a ray of light that reached down from an air vent and pierced the gloom of the palace cellars. The key turned smoothly when he fitted it into the lock. He pushed the door open and stepped into the arms room, closing the door behind him and locking it. As he did so, a ferret poked its head out of his pocket and peered up at him with bright, curious eyes. There we are, the Master of Arms murmured, stroking the ferret's cream-colored fur. Now no one can get in or out. The room was so small that if the man stretched out his fingers pushed the walls in on either side. Torches blazed in iron shoulders, casting dancing shadows on the rough stone walls. In the center of the room stood a suit of golden armor on a wooden stand. The helmet was dramatically molded into the shape of an eagle's head. The visor was a sharp beak, and the rest of the helmet was engraved with feather-like patterns. The tunic of golden chainmail was covered with a fine breastplate that shone in the torchlight, glinting leg armor, gauntlets, and saboton armored boots. It completed the suit. The master walked slowly around it, examining the armor with a small grunt of satisfaction. He pulled out the handkerchief to rub a speck of dust from the gleaming breastplate. "I've looked after this armor for 20 years, he said. "When I first set eyes on it, it took my breath away. And do you know what? He tickled the ferret's ear. It still does. The ferret let out a squeak. It's the most precious relic in all Ventia. We've got to keep every bit of it shining as brightly as the day it was made. He went on. Its rightful owner could return at any moment. He passed the handkerchief over and smooth curve of the helmet. We must be ready. He bent down to polish the golden feet of the armor. Suddenly the ferret let out a squeal of alarm, wriggling out of the master's pocket. It dived for a crack in the wall and disappeared. Here, the man cried. What's the matter with you? He put his head on the floor and tried to peer into the crack. But the dancing shadows cast by the torches made it difficult to see. Where are you? Come back, you silly creature. There's nothing to be afraid of. But as he spoke, the shadows began to leap faster and faster, and were soon swirling across the walls and floor. He glanced at the torches, but the bright flames burned steadily. What could be making the shadows swoop like this? Then something pushed the man's cheek. He spun around at the velvety touch and stared wildly around the room. This ain't shadows, he said out loud. They're bats. Suddenly the air was full of black wings. Tiny claws scratched at his face and hands, entangled in his hair. No, he let out a choking cry and beat desperately at the air, trying to drive the creatures back. But the swarming bats kept coming. He stared in horror at their fierce faces and sharp teeth. Their little eyes glinted cruelly. Terrified, the master of arms backed towards the door as more bats squeezed themselves out of cracks in the wall and launched themselves into the air. He felt as if he couldn't breathe. Soon the suit of golden armor was covered with bats. They hung all over it, clinging with their hooked claws. Gasping in horror, the master of arms started forward. But his knees gave way, and he collapsed to the floor. Still he kept on struggling, trying with all his might to drag himself towards the precious armor. Stop, he gasped. Help, please, somebody help. But it was too late. Bats covered the man's head and back, stretching his hair and suffocating him with their wings. He felt as if every last scrap of air was being pressed out of his lungs, and stared in disbelief as the golden armor rose slowly into the air, lifted by the evil swarm of bats. Only the wooden stand was left. The darkness flooded over him. And that is the prologue for ZAPHA the monster squid. Here's the Master of Arms, going to check upon the armor. Here is the Master of Armor, surrounded by bats that flooded the darkness. And yeah, that was the prologue. For some reason, these books have a different art style for some odd reason, but still the same story. I would believe. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my read through the 7th book of Beast Quest, ZAPHA the monster squid. And I hope you enjoy my videos so far. I don't know why I keep saying so far, because I've been doing them for years at this point. Yeah, sorry I couldn't upload anything on last Saturday. Because I took a break from reading and uploading videos, and, you know, my stepdad's birthday and all. I had a lot of fun at the lake, so at least that's a plus. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my read through the Beast Quest series, and I hope you guys are excited about the 2nd series. I sure am. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my videos, and I hope I can get my background in here somehow. I don't know how, but somehow I can do this. Maybe maybe when I'm ready to move out, I can hang it up somewhere where I can have like a table to read on, and the background is the backdrop I have just laying there. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my videos, and I hope we'll see you hopefully next week. Next week we're going to read the 1st chapter of Beast Quest and another Great Dragon book, so be prepared for that. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you subscribe and hit the bell if you're interested in more Beast Quest or a Great Dragon book. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.